Hi, I'm Natalie Jablonski.
Hello, I'm Gleason.
Hi, I'm Jack Goebel.
And hi, I'm Daniel Lee.
So, to begin, in order to understand how to make a PSA, we first looked at the HOSA guidelines. From meeting together and collaborating with one another, we began to generate a general form for a PSA. In our first meeting, which was held in a local library, we discussed possible genres for a PSA. We debated whether to have a comedic or dramatic tone. We decided against the comedic genre as it would go against the serious nature of bone marrow transplants and their importance. It would be hard to stress the idea that it saves lives while making jokes about it. We settled on a mix of an optimistic and dramatic tone for our PSA, which can be seen through the dramatic and emotional opening lines and closing with a more positive ending to inspire people to donate. In these early stages, we also began researching bone marrow transplants and how they can save the lives of many people.
This research was invaluable and allowed us to properly express its importance as we had an in-depth knowledge about it. We gathered a lot of information from different sources such as HopkinsMedicine.org and the Asian Pacific Journal of Cancer Prevention. Due to a busy work-life schedule and COVID restrictions, we had a tough time meeting up and working on our PSA together. As a workaround, we had long FaceTime calls with each other where we planned out the details of our PSA. We came to a consensus that our overall message of the PSA should stress the importance of bone marrow transplants and not get stuck on any specific disease. That was actually an issue for us as we used leukemia as an example in our video. We believe we reached a balance that properly expresses bone marrow transplants and not just leukemia.
In the FaceTime calls we had, we began playing out the specifics of the PSA. The general tone of the piece, what imagery was necessary to convey it, and the general emotional flow of the PSA were all discussed. We debated on each and every one of these ideas, and with these in hand, we started working on our script. We decided to focus on how bone marrow transplants help children with leukemia, and we believed that focusing on the emotional side would inspire the most people to donate or help cause themselves. In order to film, we used a local school for makeshift graves to grieve at, where we recorded Daniel grieving at the loss of a friend. We also filmed scenes such as Jack posing as our patient waiting in a hospital waiting room, while many people walked by. However, as Kyle will explain, that footage was lost. As I'm a good graphic designer, I worked tirelessly to create a captivating flyer. We made copies of this flyer and hung them around our school, and it gave information about bone marrow donations and a link to our PSA.
We also aired our PSA on our local school news, the Laker Update. We believe that our PSA will connect with the school population and hopefully drive people to donate themselves, or if that's not possible, volunteer with bone marrow drives and spread the word themselves. On the video side, we ran into many complications that hindered us from creating the project we desired. All of our families are very strict on COVID-19 protocols, and one of us was exposed to COVID, which inhibited our ability to record scenes together. On top of this, when we began editing our video, most of our footage had been corrupted and lost with zero audio and not very good quality video. Therefore, we chose to use stock footage to hopefully still convey the message we were going for as well as possible. On the editing side, one of the first things we decided on was the music. We used a subscription to the website Audio Blocks to find some non-copyrighted music, one slower, emotional piano piece for the beginning, and one more uplifting string piece for the end. We thought that this portrayed the emotional shift and tone of the PSA quite nicely. The stock videos were chosen mostly based on what is currently being said, from the happy children in a circle to the graveyard scene, showing what we were trying to alleviate with our PSA. Thank you.